welcome to the show.
Thank you. So
we're real good at talking.
I'm just waiting for the audience applause to die down.
Yeah.
I'm doing the talk show thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta vamp a little.
Exactly.
Let the band play.
Exactly. Let them finish their ditty and then move on.
So we're talking about probably one of my favorite games of all time.
It's definitely up there for me.
Mm-hmm.
Might even be my favorite.
The Outer Wilds.
The Outer Wilds, not the Outer Worlds.
Oh, we're not talking about the Space Fallout?
Yeah, we're not talking about Space Fallout.
Oh, I guess we gotta throw out the rundown then. I had about 2 hours on that. But I guess we can talk about the other one.
Yeah, the other shitty one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow your mind a little bit, Carson.
Yeah?
That was made in Unity.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess with the if you believe hard enough, anything is possible.
Unity's good.
Sure, I just think there's a lot of very bad Unity games. There
are. I've made a few.
Probably in greater proportion than most or every other.
And that's only a result of it being free.
Sure.
You know?
Sometimes accessibility can be a burden.
Yeah.
But the Outer Wilds is not burdensome. It is wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love that game. So
you kind of dragged your feet on playing it.
I did.
For a pretty long time.
I did. But I don't know. I was going through a thing. Didn't want to play games for a while.
Yeah, but
yeah, I'm out of that funk now.
That's good.
More or less. But I think one of the most disappointing things for me for that game, I guess we should start by saying, spoiler warning.
Yeah, can't really. It's not really a game you can talk about without spoiling it, and it's not a game. I think the experience is very hurt by spoilers.
It is. I wouldn't say that about most things. Like I'm very adamant about spoilers in general, but like, if you know how to beat this game, you can beat it in 10 minutes. I can't replay it.
Yeah.
It's not a game you can replay.
Definitely not.
Unless
you like willfully ignore.
Unless you pretend you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I think
because once you know what's happening, you've beat the game.
Yeah, because of the way the game is. I guess. How would you explain the game to someone who doesn't know what it is? Without. Because even the core concept is kind of like a surprise. We'll
put a light spoiler warning in here.
Okay.
Like if you've heard the game and you're mildly interested, I'd recommend go playing it. It's on Steam now. You don't have to use the Epic Game Store. It's on PS4 and Xbox. I guess if it's on PS4, that also means it's on PS5. Yeah, it's on the big consoles. It's not on Switch because it's a little too demanding for that. But go play it. With that, we'll go into light spoilers and give off a vague elevator pitch of the game.
Okay.
It's a game you play as a four-eyed alien from the planet of Timberhearth.
Whose people have just discovered like space travel.
Yeah,
you're like a pioneering astronaut in a solar system.
You're like the 5th astronaut ever on this world. You are pioneering, there have been other space travelers before, but you're the first who has a translator tool for the language of the alien race that used to live in this solar system.
Yeah. There's a alien race.
So yeah, they've known about them for a while, but they've never been able to read their language before. And now you have the translator tool, so you can be the first to actually read their language, which lets you unravel a lot of mysteries. And then it is a puzzle game, and once you know the answers to the puzzles, you kind of know the whole story. Like the puzzles and the story like go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, you're like solving a flowchart tracing the like series of events that led to where you are.
Mm-hmm. It's basically the whole story is environmental storytelling with some puzzles mixed in.
Mm-hmm. And also some like text files and audio logs and stuff.
Yeah, like you start the game with every tool you'll ever have. You never get upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
You never, like, your ship doesn't get better. You don't like get
That's
like
kind
a
of the coolest thing.
Yeah,
is your progression of the game is just your deepening of your own understanding of the systems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the systems and the story, and your mapping out of every area.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, there's one place. I guess we'll just say that we're getting into major spoilers now.
Yeah,
because we've given you the broad strokes of what the game is,
as vaguely as can be.
Yeah. So you should go play it, and then report back 20 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
So, major spoilers. So, once you get into the time loop...
Yeah, after, I think, 22 minutes.
Yep.
The sun explodes.
Yeah, you go to so you start the thing, you explore your planet, you go to the museum, you get the launch codes, and once you bond with the Nomai statue,
mm-hmm.
the 22-minute time starts.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then from there on out, you're in a 22-minute time loop. And, like, for example, I was talking about, like, navigation. Like, there's a really roundabout, like, cave system you have to go through to get to the Sunless City on Ember Twin. But I found there's just a little cave you can drop down near the gravity cannon, and you can get there really fast.
Yeah, I think I found that
too. Like, it's like that's always been there, but it was tucked away, so you wouldn't find it until you actually found the city the right way, and then the shortcut.
Yeah, so the whole game is just the same 22 minutes happening over and over and over again.
Yep.
And you are just trying to navigate these 22 minutes, just figuring out what is going on, like, piecemeal. There are entire planets, there are asteroids, there are phenomena, there are space stations and whatever, and every run is just you, like, finding another piece of the puzzle.
Some loops you don't find anything, some loops you find a lot.
Yeah.
Like, one time
you'll probably find stuff that doesn't make sense for another 10 hours.
Like, it was fun. So I showed my dad the game, and he's into it now. He bought it on the autumn sale, and has been playing it.
I'll give you an example before we get to that. The first thing you see in the game is you wake up, you've been, like, sleeping next to a campfire, and there's this, like, shooting star that goes across the sky. The first thing I did in the whole game was go and find that.
Yep.
And it was just like this empty thing, and I was like, oh, that's disappointing.
And
then
you find out later that it's and you notice that it's the one thing that's inconsistent at every loop. Because it fires off in a different it's actually it's a space probe, and that's a space station that explodes because it fires it off so big.
Yeah.
Like, so, with too much power. And you realize that that it's the only thing that is inconsistent with every loop, because it fires off in a different direction. And you realize that it's because it's also in a time loop with you, and it has its goal is to, I guess, like, you find out that the Nomai have been searching for a place called the Eye of the Universe. And that's what brought them to your solar system in the first place. Then they got stranded here, and then they learned to survive and thrive. And then once they sorted all that out, they started searching again for the Eye of the Universe.
Dude, I'm getting chills just, like, thinking about the game again, because it's been a while.
Cool. You find out that there's black holes, which always link to a white hole. and they find out how to harness that and make teleportation devices.
Yeah, and that's a clever little gameplay thing too. Is they introduce these like once you figure something out, it usually leads to like a navigation shortcut that you can use for easy, like rewards you for your deeper understanding.
Yeah.
Like there's a black hole and a white hole. I think there might be two or like space stations with teleporters like you can get at any point on the map.
There's one natural pair of white hole and black hole. But there's a lot of teleportation pads.
Because it's the one inside the planet and then by the space station.
There's one in Burl Hollow that leads to a white hole that orbits really far outside the solar system. And
I found that pretty early on too, which I think you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Because you just get sucked into a black hole.
That's one of the first things that people do.
And I'm like, wow, I'm not dead. And my spaceship is 10,000 kilometers away.
When you enter the white hole station, there's a sign on the wall that says, "Hey, you're not the first to fall in the black hole."
Don't worry.
Here's how you get back.
Yeah. Which is really cool.
It's really cool. And the Nomai found out that there is a weird phenomena when you go through the black hole. You appear at its corresponding white hole ever so slightly before you enter the black hole.
Yeah. Because that's another, like, quantum positioning is another, like...
Yeah, the quantum moon is, so cool.
I love that game.
The, with the, black holes, they found out if you pump more power into the black holes, you can amplify the effect and make it happen sooner. Like you can go to the high power laboratory on Ember Twin and find that, and you can see they had an experiment set up where they make the effect visible to the naked eye.
Yeah.
And you find they were trying to make it happen, make a 22-minute difference, and you're like, that's interesting, because that's the length of the time loop. And they're like, the only way we know to do that is to harness power from a supernova. And you find out they were trying to induce a supernova. But it wouldn't really matter because they would just go back in time anyway.
Yeah.
And then once they found the eye of the universe, they would stop. And it would be like kind of like a no harm, no foul thing. But you find out that they made the sun station to do that. And once you finally get to the sun station, you find out that the sun station didn't work.
Yeah, it failed.
And then they're like really defeated, but then the interloper, that comet, shows up.
Yeah. I was going to talk about that.
Yeah, and they find that next. But they find out it's full of that ghost matter.
Yeah, and it kills some of them, right?
No, it kills all of them.
Oh, gotcha.
The reason it didn't kill the Proto-Harthians is because it doesn't affect the water negates the effect of ghost matter. Which there's a really cool experiment you can run on. There's a really cool like secret on Giant's Deep, on Gabbro's Island.
Oh, that planet freaks me the fuck out, dude. I love it.
It's fucking freaky. You know Gabbro, the guy who plays clarinet.
Yeah.
On their island, you can, when it gets sucked up into the into space and gets pushed back down, there's a ghost matter cave there, but sometimes it dips below sea level, and you can walk through the ghost matter without getting harmed when it's underwater.
Holy shit, that's cool.
So it's a little detail they had. And back then, if there's a cave under your hometown on Timberhearth that has old Nomai ruins that show like the tadpole form of the Harthians when they were still young and they were still in the water. Like they hadn't crawled out on the land yet. So that's how the Harthians survived. the ghost matter explosion in the solar system, because they were still at the evolutionary phase where they were underwater.
God, that's so cool.
Yeah, I just love those little details.
What's your favorite part of the game? I know my answer.
Favorite part was probably getting to the 6th location for the quantum moon.
Okay, yeah, that's a respectable answer for sure.
That was really cool.
That's
other than the ending, obviously.
Yeah. Well, that's not my answer either.
Yeah. What's your answer?
I don't remember the name. You played this game pretty recently. I played it like last October.
Yeah. Describe it to me. I know all the names of all the stuff.
Before the bombs hit and the world changed forever. Before everybody got tickets to the
Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
Yeah. It's the Twisted Hollow, I think it's called. The
Dark Bramble?
Yeah, the Dark Bramble, man. Just exploring it and seeing the first like space anglerfish was just
they are terrifying.
That was like first time seeing a Reaper in Subnautica, just like bottom of my stomach, visceral fear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're so fucking scary.
And getting just like that whole area, like furthering my understanding of it, finding the crash, finding the center.
Yeah.
God, dude.
So fucking cool. Like finding the... My favorite was when I was like, I'm going to explore Timberhearth, because I haven't really done that yet. And there's, on like the other side of the planet, there's a crashed bramble seed. And it's like, oh, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have that on our home planet.
Yeah. I forgot. I found that like super late, like maybe one of my last runs before I finished.
And I was like, that's not good. I'm like, wait, it's kind of like so I put my
I
shot my little scout into it.
Yeah.
And then it got a duplicate signal, one coming from the seed and one coming from Dark Bramble itself. I'm like, oh, is this gonna like lead me to that spot?
Yeah.
It's like I can go into Dark Bramble now and like just track it.
That's what I was gonna. I found it in reverse. Like I went to the Dark Bramble and I found the thing that led back to the home planet.
Oh, interesting.
Just purely by like coincidence.
Yeah, you just found Feldspar in there.
Yeah.
And okay. Interesting. Yeah, it was. I did not want to go into Dark Bramble unless I had like a navigation. Anything to help me navigate.
Because it's like maddening.
It is.
It's like
horrifying.
It's like House of Leaves, lose yourself. Just the coolest thing ever. Man.
Yeah.
My biggest regret about the game is the way I learned about it. The way I first heard about it was I watched a Jacob Geller video.
Yeah, the Jacob Geller video.
Which
that's how I first heard about it.
He gave a very fair warning that I did not heed, and he spoiled one of the last puzzles.
Yeah.
Of the game, which
yeah, he did that for me, but I played it so far after.
Yeah.
I watched the video. I just forgot.
Yeah.
I knew that you could turn off the Ash Twin Project, which is the device that powers the time loop.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I knew. So I thought that's how the game ended.
Oh, nope.
Yeah, and I was like, and then I just like got a game over, and I'm like, oh, I don't think this is the ending.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe it's on the quantum moon. I'll go to the quantum moon. I'm like, oh, this isn't the ending either.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? But I didn't explore everything, and like, God, I love I love piecing it together.
Yeah.
I love when you get to the core of Giant's Deep, and there's the crash bit of that space station that falls down at the beginning of every loop, and it's like, Eye of the Universe, location found. Here's the coordinates, and you're like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Dude,
I think the coolest thing is that you're just this guy who found all this.
Yeah.
And it just happens to...
It's all just coincidence.
Yeah, it's all just coincidence that hundreds of thousands of years after this species failed at their mission, their machines still work.
Mm-hmm.
And now that the sun is naturally going supernova, the time loop actually started.
Yeah.
And it happened to bond with some dude.
Yeah, man, because he just like looked at it.
Mm-hmm. And even though it bonded with Gabbro too, that fucker wasn't about to finish the job. He's gonna sit on the beach and play clarinet for eternity.
Sit on the beach like fucking Death Stranding.
Uh-huh.
What else is there to talk about before the ending?
The
Twin Project is pretty.
The Ash Twin Project is fucking cool.
I think Ash Twin was the first planet that I explored.
Ash Twin or Ember Twin?
The one that's full of sand.
Oh, Ash Twin?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Because I was I landed there and I saw a cave being uncovered and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll go check it out.
Gotcha. Yeah, Ash Twin is always the surface of Ash Twin has kind of been, there's really not much there.
Yeah. I found I explored Ember Twin after I went into, I already forgot what it's called, Anglerfish Land.
Dark Bramble.
Dark Bramble. And then I got to the skeleton of the anglerfish, and I was like, oh, that would have been cool to see first, because it's teasing.
Yeah.
What comes later.
Oh, yeah.
But I just had this morbid fascination with Dark Bramble, and I went there pretty early on.
Yeah. Dark Bramble is horrifying, and I avoided it as much as I could.
It's one of the coolest things ever.
No, it is rad. It's just actually horrifying.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. I was avoiding it at all costs.
The Sunless City is fucking cool. What a name,
Sunless
too.
City is so cool. My favorite part of the Sunless City is, I love the little detail how, when you see the children's writing on the wall, it's really big and scratchy looking because they're still learning how to write.
Yeah.
And that's where you find out that anglerfish are blind, because which is a cool detail because it's oh, we're playing anglerfish tag or whatever, but now whoever's it has to wear a blindfold because Daddy says that they can't see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're oh, they're blind.
And I think that's how I figured out how to get past them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just kept getting murdered by.
Yep. Because they can only
behemoths.
Hear. Mm-hmm. There's that one part where you have to just glide past 3 of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to thread the needle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You just have to do nothing for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
You should watch speedruns of that game.
Sure.
It's crazy.
Is it physics exploits?
No, there's not a lot of glitches because you just have to get to the Ash Twin Project. Yeah.
Not like watching a Doom speedrun where someone just glitches through the ground.
Mm-hmm. There's one glitch towards the beginning where you clip through one part of Timber Hearth.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to talk to Hornfells at the observatory.
Yeah.
And get the launch codes. Then you die a couple times so you unlock being able to rest at the campfire. Because you need to die twice before that shows up. And then you skip to 2 minutes, go to the Ash Twin Project, grab the core, and then book it. You book it straight to
Devs react to 10 minutes
Dark Bramble.
God damn.
Yeah. You just book it straight to Dark Bramble.
5 minutes, 35 seconds. Jesus.
Wait, they're down to 5 minutes now?
There's one, yeah. This guy says could probably save another 10 seconds pretty easy, but I'm lazy. It's a year ago.
Dude. Damn. That's crazy.
So it might not be like from the beginning of the game, like maybe it's just I don't know.
That's typically how speedruns go.
I might as well, maybe if I watch it, I'll wait.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a 100% speedrun that takes less than an hour.
Oh.
That's cool.
How do you 100%?
I
guess you have to unlock everything on the...
Complete the flowchart.
Yeah, complete the ship's log.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fuck is solanum percent?
Oh. Solanum's the Nomai you meet on the 6th location.
Okay, let's talk about that. Before we talk about the ending, the whole quantum thing and the eye of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Giga Major, like, please don't listen to us talk until you played the game spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Do yourself a favor, because you will be depriving yourself of probably the best gaming experience I've ever had.
Yeah. We should have said that, we did.
Yeah.
But, from here on out is, the deep stuff.
This will ruin the game, and your life will be worse for it.
Yeah, this will ruin the game, and you won't be able to play it properly.
Yeah. So, it comes to be revealed at the end of the game that, essentially all of existence is a time loop.
Yeah.
Because you end the game by resetting the universe.
Mm-hmm.
In a way that... Oh, dude, it's so cool. I don't think words can do it justice. Or at least not mine.
A great video. Check out, do you know the YouTube channel Errant Signal?
No.
It's a really good YouTube channel. He's got 2 videos on it. He has, a spoiler-free one.
Okay.
Then he goes into deep spoilers.
Errant Signal... I'll put that on the watch list. The kind of spoiler-free part. And part 2 being there. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it is. His interpretation of the end is... the whole game's about... He takes the idea of quantum objects requiring a conscious observer to exist. He takes that concept and applies it to the whole game, especially the ending.
Interesting.
Because the Nomai always wondered what happens if a conscious observer would enter the eye of the universe. And you do that at the end of the game.
Do we learn what the eye of the universe is?
No, not really.
It's still kind of vague.
Yeah, to me, it's where the universe began.
Yeah.
Where the Big Bang happened. And where the universe ends.
Yeah, I always considered it as another dimension beyond our perception.
Because the ending to me is the universe allowing the one person who got to the eye of the universe to have maybe not a say, but some kind of input into what the next universe is going to be like.
Right.
There's an interesting detail. If you don't find Solanum on the 6th location of the Quantum Moon, if you don't talk to her there, then at the ending screen, it doesn't have that little thing with the bug people around the campfire.
Really? It's just a...
Yeah.
It's just a forest.
Yeah.
Huh.
And to me, that implies that you finding extraterrestrial intelligent life allows the next universe to have that.
Yeah. Or at least begin with. How the heck do we talk about Outer Wilds? Good question. Errant Signal.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Honestly, I just recommend that video because it's really great.
Outer Wilds might be my favorite game of all time.
I think it is for me, too.
I've soured on up there. The Last of Us over time. I've soured on Breath of the Wild over time. Not to the point where I don't like them or think they're great, but just I'm able to see and understand their flaws.
I think you and I have kind of done like a thing where... Hold on. I'm chewing.
Eat your candy.
I'm out of candy now, so we're good.
This is a professional operation we run here.
It really is, in terms of Breath of the Wild, you started up really high. I kind of started like in the middle, like kind of lower than you.
Mm-hmm.
And they both just kind of leveled out and plateaued at the same place.
Yeah.
Like we both think it's great. And my opinion has grown. Your opinion has shrunk.
Yeah.
But we've kind of at the same place now.
Definitely.
And it's a fantastic game with flaws.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that.
No, it's not. But
yeah, I will say.
I think it's irresponsible of me to say that The Outer Wilds is a perfect game, because I don't think there is such thing. But I think it's the nearest thing that I've experienced.
Yeah, in terms of defining perfect, like it's got bugs. Everything has bugs, but there weren't a lot. The only bugs I found were watching streamers play.
Yeah.
Like one dude clipped through the quantum moon and and got to the North Pole where he could actually travel to the 6th location. He's like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, wow. I think it's the most immersive game experience that I can think of that I've had.
Speaking of immersion, have you played the VR mod?
Oh my god, no, I haven't.
It's amazing. It is the coolest shit. If we got some time after this before I gotta go to work, I'll show you a bit of it.
Yeah.
Because it's really cool.
I'm gonna come up in like 2 weeks because Andrew wants to come visit, and then I'll come get my VR
fuck yeah, dude! I'd love to see Andrew.
Oh, the thought of that.
I move out like 2 weeks from now.
The 19th? Will you be around?
No.
Damn
it, dude. Fuck. Oh well. That sucks.
No, my VR.
Yeah, it's super rad. You've got like all the tools around like your belt.
Okay.
And controlling the ship is like the same with the joysticks.
Oh my god, going through the dark brambles.
I haven't gone to Dark Bramble yet. I refuse.
Holy shit.
Fuck that.
I can't play Subnautica in VR because I'm too scared.
Yeah, I bet. In Dark Bramble?
Mm-hmm. Oh. I quit out of Arizona Sunshine because there's a level where you have to go in like an abandoned mine full of zombies. And it's like pitch black and you just have a flashlight, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, fuck that, yo.
Oh.
Yeah, I just kind of dicked around. I like stood on Brittle Hollow a bit.
We should do a VR
episode on VR in general.
Yeah.
That'd be neat. Have you played Half-Life Alyx yet?
I have not finished it. I played like half of it.
Okay, you should finish it.
It was
I don't know if the ending will have any meaning to you if you haven't played the other ones.
I know. So I played the first Half-Life 2, like on the orange box on the Xbox 360.
Okay. Do you know what happens at the end of episode 2?
I used to.
Just watch like a video of the ending of episode 2.
Okay.
Because that you just need to know what happens there.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Half-Life 2 episode 2.
Yeah, right.
It came out in 2007. Eli Vance dies.
Okay, yeah. I thought that was one of the earlier games where that happened.
No, I mean, that was the last game before Alyx.
Yeah, he gets like brain blasted by one of the Combine things.
Yeah, and that's how the series ended.
Yep.
Until 2020.
Which was
13 years later, we got a prequel that does discuss that.
Uh-huh.
Just watch it. I mean, the game starts. Half-Life Alyx starts with, it is 7 years before the fall of the Citadel and the death of Eli Vance.
Right.
You know, that's literally how the game starts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you started Half-Life Alyx, you know that he dies. And the ending of Alyx brings that up, and it's really interesting. And there's an after credits scene, and that basically said Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Okay, that's super cool.
And it was one of the coolest gamer moments I've ever had. Like, I went full gamer, you know?
Is the G-Man in Half-Life Alyx?
Yes.
Okay. You don't
Finish
need to
the
say
game
anymore. Yeah.
Finish the game.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Because he talks to Alex in one of the earlier games too, I think.
He does. I want to talk to you about it because it's really cool.
Okay. I'll finish the game. I promise.
Do it.
Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds. I don't really know what else to say other than it's really fucking cool.
Who are the instrument playing astronauts?
They are other Hearthians.
Okay, that's what I thought.
They're
just other members of the space program.
Yeah, they're the founding members of the Outer Wilds Space Ventures.
Isn't there one guy who gets lost?
Yeah, that was Feldspar in Dark Ramble.
Yeah, he's just stuck in
Dark Ramble. He got attacked and crashed into that spot.
I'm not sure I can think of a more horrible fate than to be trapped in a
they seem pretty chill about it.
Cosmic abyss.
Yeah. It's funny because they're just sitting there with their harmonica.
Yeah, playing his harmonica.
And it's real chill about it. He's like, yeah, I don't want to go. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll just hang out. I feel like we've talked pretty comprehensively about it.
I mean, we talked a lot. I don't know if it was comprehensive.
I think I don't know. It's a experience.
Yeah, it really is. It's something everyone should play.
Yeah.
I got my dad to start playing it. He really likes it. I see him on Steam every now and then playing it.
There's not many games that I would...
really bad at it.
There's not many games that I would just tacitly recommend to everyone.
Yeah, it's just kind of a fucking phenomenal piece of media.
I think if you're I think it would be lost on children.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah,
not because of mature content, just because of, concepts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very mature musing on the nature of the universe.
Yeah.
So I guess in that sense, children wouldn't really get it, but yeah. I think my dad's just been idling for days because he's most certainly at work right now.
Yeah.
But he's playing Outer Wilds, allegedly.
I think if there were one game I'd recommend to everybody, it would be Minecraft.
Oh, yeah. That's an everybody game. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Minecraft.
But Outer Wilds is up there. I almost said Outer Worlds.
It's really funny because Outer Wilds had its name for 5 years before it came out.
Outer Wilds was also a indie, really small project.
Yeah, but it's it was... Honestly, it probably got a little bit of a boost in
yeah, because people found it on accident.
Yeah, people found it on accident because they're looking for the Outer Worlds.
Man, I don't mean to sound disdainful, but Outer Worlds is not half the game that Outer Wilds is.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Outer Worlds is...
But I've never cared much for Fallout.
Yeah,
in Outer
it's
Worlds,
just not my thing.
Fallout in space.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the Pillars of Eternity series, which is by Obsidian.
Yeah. I don't really like them, personally.
Fair enough.
I just don't really like Obsidian games that much. I don't really like Bethesda games that much.
I don't really like Pillars 1. I was just kind of enraptured by the Fantasy Archipelago setting.
Yeah, that never hooked me like it did you. I tried playing it.
No.
But the CRPGs just aren't my thing. They never have been.
Yeah, very fair. I think I'll have a lot of fun with Baldur's Gate 3 just because of how intimately familiar with D&D I am.
Yeah, that would probably be the same for me. But yeah.
Okay, now we're rambling, I think.
Yeah, we are rambling. I mean,
Outer
whatever,
Wilds
right?
isn't perfect, but it is, and you owe it to yourself to play it.
Play Outer Wilds. All right.
The end.
The end. Game over.
We should like loop back to the beginning of the video or something.
There we. It just goes on forever.